Welcome, everybody, to a brand new Blu-ray DVD out and about video today. And this week sees the release of the Disney Pixar animated adventure comedy Luca, hitting store shelves, along with the dramatic action thriller Those Who Wish Me Dead. And Shout Factory is releasing a 4K edition of the classic 1986 movie Transformers, the movie, plus much more. So let's go see the deals, exclusives, and we are at our first location, Walmart. So let's go in and see what they got. All right, everybody, we are in at Walmart. Oh, oh, brother. Oh, my goodness. Yep. It's almost like a wasteland yet again this week, man. Goodness gracious. I mean, hell, they don't even have Spiral this week. They still don't have Spiral. 4K, Blu-ray, DVD. Yep, they don't even have that, guys. They have none of them whatsoever. Of course they don't. Why would they have Spiral for the like a third week in a row? Something like that? They still don't have it? Of course they don't. Shocker of a lifetime there. I mean, they do have the tags for Here Today, Those Who Wish Me Dead, Luca. They have them. They just don't have the actual product. Of course they don't. Why would they? I mean, hey, they at least have A Quiet Place Part 2. I mean, they got some sort of new release in. Jeez, if we didn't have that, Lord knows this thing would be Mother Hubbard's cupboard, for Christ's sake. I mean, they do have all the varieties of that, which, by the way, again, it's a good sequel. It's not a great sequel. It's not as good as the first film, but I think it's a nice companion piece to that first film. And I think when you watch it together, I think it paints a better picture than if you were to watch them separately. I do believe that, though. A nice companion piece that's not a superior sequel, but decent, and has some decent things in it, and then has some moments where a little bit of stupidity takes over. It happens from time to time. It's still solid regardless, though, but going with checked expectations. Not too bad, though. I mean, they still have a ton of Mortal Kombat, Nobody, GVK, WW84. Yeah, that ain't selling. And a couple of odds and ends here, but honestly, oof. Yeah, this is a bit rough, man. I mean, maybe next week they'll be better. Maybe we'll have all the stuff that came out this week. And maybe, just maybe, next week we'll finally get Spiral here. Man, I can't believe they don't have Spiral yet. That's crazy. And also, one other thing, guys. I'm seeing that they have this banner for Luca. So they put up the banner for the week of the big new release, right? Which is cool that they do it, and I'm happy that they showcase it. But if you're gonna showcase it, you gotta actually have the actual physical media out for people to buy it. That's the whole concept of putting the banner up, so that people know that the new release is out, so that they buy it. If you don't have it out, then isn't that kind of false advertising? I mean, really, just saying, guys, it is the truth. I mean, maybe they'll have it next week, but in the time being, yeah, this week, oh, kind of a dead zone. Surprise, surprise. Let's head out. So I know you guys are gonna ask me, right? Hey, Seth, are you surprised that they don't have any physical media like the new releases this week? Ooh, am I surprised? Come on. I'm not entirely surprised. I mean, maybe just a little bit, because, I mean, Luca is a Disney Pixar movie. It's a big release this week. I mean, it's Disney. Let's be real. And they don't even have that. That is kind of ridiculous, man. I mean, I'm actually also kind of shocked that they don't have Spiral. I mean, when they finally put Spiral out, yeah, ain't nobody gonna be buying that shit, man. They've already bought it already, so you're shit out of luck on that one, man. I mean, I just wish they had put the physical media out, man. It's like I always say, man, like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. If you put the physical media out, they will buy it. It's true. It's been proven, trust me. Easier said than done here at Walmart, but again, it's kind of become the trend line after a while. Remember when that old lady that used to work here would put out all the physical media for the week where the other employees didn't? Yeah, she's gone. So the other employees, not so much. They're waiting for somebody else to do it, and well, while they're waiting, the physical media ain't going out, man. It's kind of a shame though, because I'm sure they have stuff in the back. It's just not out here. And if it was out here, it would sell. The conundrum of Walmart yet again, guys. I do love Walmart, some great employees here, but they gotta put out the physical media, and when they do, trust me, it will sell. Let's just hope they do that sooner rather than later. In the meantime, yeah, diddly squat here, but let's hope that the next location has more to show off. Well, hopefully. All right, everybody, we are at our second location, Target. But before I go in, I gotta talk to you guys about something. So, I went to Walmart, and in previous weeks, Walmart has been kind of relaxed with the mask. If you want to wear it, you can wear it. If not, it's up to you. When I went into Walmart, I was actually really surprised because I already have my mask on, but they offered me another mask. They offered me one that they were giving out. I guess now that Walmart is reinstating their mask policy, so literally almost all of the customers that I saw, all the employees were wearing their mask. So I guess it's reinstated now. And I know there's been a small amount of people who have kind of gotten on me about still wearing my mask. Like, oh, you can take it off, etc., etc. And I haven't. Why? When other people have taken off their mask, why have I kept it on? Because it's as much a safety to other people as it is for me, even though I'm vaccinated. It's safety for my mother, who is 71 years old, for my girlfriend, for her father, you name it, so on and so forth. I get it. Some people are vehemently against it. I understand it. But I still want to try to be safe when possible. And now it seems like the mask wearing and the mandates are coming back again. And why? Why is it a big thing? Well, if you've been looking in recent news, the Delta variant of the coronavirus is going crazy, like wildfire. Almost every single place is up in cases, hospitalizations, you name it. Now, what does this have to do with physical media and movies exactly? Well, here's the deal, guys. If you also have been looking into news lately, you'll notice that that movie, Clifford the Big Red Dog, that was supposed to come out in the fall, got delayed. Perhaps till next year. Why? Why would it get delayed? Something that would easily be a fall hit for the kids, something that they could go see, family film. Why? Well, because of the Delta variant, because of the concerns, the studio pushed it back. Now you're saying to yourself, hold on a second, well, that's Clifford. That's a small drop in the wall. It's Clifford. I mean, who really cares about that goddamn movie? However, that's the first shoe to drop. Think about it for a second, guys. That is the first shoe to drop in this whole thing. Once one studio pulls a movie and delays it, what do you think is going to happen? Other studios are going to follow. If this continues to get worse and crazier and the cases continue to rise, you may see shutdowns again. You may see movies being delayed again. Movies that are supposed to come out in the fall could potentially be delayed until next year. I mean, think about something like Bond that's supposed to come out in the fall. If that gets delayed again, think about that, man. I mean, shit, I think Daniel Craig filmed that like 3 years ago or something. And that would be delayed until 2022 if things go the way they are heading. Look, the thing about it is that if movies get delayed, if things get shut down, that means that nothing new and fresh is coming out. Which then means that that affects physical media because then nothing new and fresh is coming out there because of the lack of turnover rate of movies and physical media, and it just all starts to stall. Look, I get it. There's people that are anti-vaccine, that don't want to take the vaccine, that, don't tread on my rights. I get it, and you have every right to do what you want to do. That's why we're in America. It is freedom of speech. It is freedom of a lot of things. But just remember that when you see things like Clifford the Big Red Dog being delayed until next year, when you see these stores start to put in their mask policy again, when you start to see shutdowns happen and movie theaters lose their customers yet again and everybody is staying home, there's reasons why this happens, guys. Just putting it out there. I wear the mask for a lot of different reasons. Yes, my safety, your safety, but I also wear it because honestly, we're not done with this thing yet. And unfortunately, times like these are stark reminders of that. I mean, it's a drop in the well seeing something like Clifford not coming out or, mask policies starting to come back in. But again, those are the beginnings of larger things that will happen if this doesn't get under control. Look, I don't want to go backwards. I really don't. But honestly, it's kind of looking that way, guys. I hate to say it, but it is the truth, man. I mean, once one domino falls, the rest tend to fall with it. Just remember that, guys. But definitely let me know your opinions on it. I understand it's a very heatedly debated topic. I get it. I understand it. But you guys know that I bring up a lot of stuff to you guys. I'm going to keep it real with you. And I just want everybody to be safe. I want us to get back to normalcy. But to do that, there is going to be a lot of bumps in the road. And we are experiencing yet another one of them, guys. Definitely let me know what you think about that. In the meantime, well, it is a decent sized release week. Some good stuff coming out. Wouldn't know that by Walmart. But hey, we have been saved by Target before, so could it be the savior yet again? Well, how about we go in and check it out? All right, everybody, we are in at Target, and hey, look, some new release love. Where Walmart fails, Target succeeds. That is for damn sure, guys. Nice to see a little bit of new releases we're checking out. Let's dive in, shall we? With the first thing I'm seeing, and that is none other than Luca, the DVD only for $19.99, the Blu-ray DVD digital for $24.99, the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital for $29.99, and oh yes, an only at Target exclusive 4K Blu-ray digital with limited edition lithographs for $34.99. Not bad. Look at that. Oh, they're on the Vespa. Yes, indeed. Oh, having their fun adventures. Not bad. Look at that. That's actually cool with the lithographs. That is not a bad Target edition, dare I say. Very nice to see an exclusive for Luca. Very nice indeed, man. And not bad artwork either, actually. I kind of really like this artwork a lot. I think it actually looks really cool, man. But this artwork's not bad either. I actually kind of like them both. Not bad. Very intriguing indeed, man. And I got a chance to watch this movie with my girlfriend on Disney Plus. Yes, I do have that wonderful Disney Plus subscription. And Luca was definitely a interesting Disney movie night with my girlfriend and I. She was very much wanting to watch this movie, as was I. Now, this interesting tale is about Luca, yes. A boy who dreams of bigger things in his life, dreams of more adventures and getting out of the mundane, everyday chores and life that his mother has him do. He dreams of exploring the world. The only problem with that is he's a sea monster. So all of his ambitions and dreams, well, they are easier said than done. However, luck has it that when he goes onto the surface, a magical thing happens. He turns into an actual boy, looks just like an actual boy himself. And suddenly, he's amongst the village people. He can do all these adventures he wants. And with his friend Alberto, they explore the town, make new friends, and learn life lessons in the process. Indeed, they do, guys. Indeed. Now, I gotta tell you, this movie really intrigued me in a lot of ways. I remember seeing the trailer and thinking to myself, this looks fun. It looks adventurous. I like the idea of this sea creature turning into a human boy. It reminds me in some ways like the Pinocchio story, just sort of turned backwards in a certain way, which I did like and appreciate. And it had different shades of certain movies out there. Like I saw shades of Coco in here and other things where about a boy and going on this adventure and being scared and learning to accept themselves. There's a lot of stuff here that you've seen in various other Disney and Pixar iterations. It's not like it's anything new. It's not like that it reinvents the wheel in a lot of ways. But I remember when I watching this with my girlfriend really enjoying this film, man. I mean, truly, I actually did. I mean, I think the animation here is gorgeous. It's beautiful. The animation is amazing here. Eye-popping. It will look absolutely stunning on a 4K or a Blu-ray. That is no doubt about that, man. And I love the quirky adventures, the quirky characters, and I like how relatable they are, yet obviously, they're in animation form. You could do crazy wild things with them. I thought the movie overall worked. It's not an original movie. Not at least in the way that if you've seen a lot of other Disney movies, you kind of know where things are going. You honestly have seen this plot a time or two in other ways. Now, my girlfriend watching this movie, she had a slightly different reaction than I did. I mean, mind you, she is a bigger Disney fan than I am, for sure, okay? She thought the movie was very simple, very one note, and I can't quite say that I disagree with her. I mean, it's very simple in its bad guy, very simple in its plot, in its themes, life lessons, you name it. It very much is. That's not to say that the movie isn't still good. It really is. It's a solid movie. But I think there has been better Disney Pixar movies out there. I think something as recent as Soul, where my girlfriend and I both agree, is a phenomenal movie. It's amazing. It was a tearjerker. It really got to us. I think Raya and the Last Dragon is amazing. I really do. I think that is better than this movie. And, my girlfriend, who usually gets emotional with some of these movies, like a Finding Nemo or something, she didn't quite get as emotional. Now, me, on the other hand, I'm not gonna lie, at the end of this movie, I kind of teared up a little bit. I really did. I kind of teared up just a slight bit. I was kind of getting the waterworks going when, he's saying goodbye to his human friend and, the camaraderie that him and Alberto have, and I was kind of welling up. I'm like, okay, this got to me. Like, I didn't think it did, but it actually got to me in a big bad way. And so I got to give the movie credit. I mean, mind you, I think the movie starts out a little bit slow, a little bit mundane, and I think it does get better as the movie goes along. It's still a really great, amazing Disney Pixar movie, and Pixar does an incredible job here, and I love the characters, and I love the themes, and I like where these characters go, and how, the idea of not judging a book by its cover and accepting yourself, like all of that stuff is really great, and this movie shows it off in a fantastic way. It does a good job. But it's not exactly perfect, and I think there has been better Disney and better Pixar movies in general. Still good, still solid, and as far as the Pixar movie, really great. It's not the bottom level Pixar. It's not exactly the greatest level Pixar either, but it's still really, really good. Not gonna lie, man. And as far as Disney and Pixar goes, it's pretty damn good, all things considered, man. Yeah, it may be a little simplistic. Yeah, maybe it's not as powerful as I hoped or my girlfriend hoped, but Honestly, Luca is a hell of a lot of fun. You may even tear up in the end, and you'll love the characters. And when it comes to me and animated movies, let's just say a lot of times I'm a sourpuss. So at the end of the day, what can I tell you? Luca won me over. Then I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of Those Who Wish Me Dead for $22.99 and the DVD digital for $19.99. Now, I got a chance to watch this on Amazon Prime, and I did it primarily because of my girl, Angelina Jolie. It's been a while since I've seen her in a big time sort of blockbuster style movie, so I was like thinking, okay, I'm gonna give this one a go. I like the idea of her being a former smoke jumper, reeling from the death of lives that were lost because of decisions that she made, protecting this little boy from these killer assassins that are after him. I like that stuff. So I thought, okay, I'm going to give this one a go, man. And I got to admit, I enjoyed the movie, but it's not the best actionier that you've ever seen from Angelina Jolie, nor is it really her best dramatic work either. It's somewhere in between. I mean, there is some good action sequences in here. I mean, when all the flames are engulfing them and she's having a fight with one of the killer assassins, I mean, that is really cool. I love how they're trying to dodge the killers at every single turn, and how they're really smart and ruthless, and you have to be one step ahead of them. I like that idea. And overall, I thought the acting was really good. I mean, I thought Angelina did a pretty solid job here. Nicholas Hoult, who plays one of the killer assassins, is amazing. He is so good as one of the killer assassins in here. He really is, man. He is devious. He's ruthless. He's uncompromising. So good. Does a really fantastic job. And actually, so does John Bernthal, who plays one of the sheriffs in the town, and who gets caught up in this whole drama with the assassins and his wife, and having to survive the elements and survive these killers that are on the loose. Thought that was really fantastic, man. So honestly, I mean, the acting is pretty solid here. I think the action is pretty good as well. The drama has some really good moments at times, but it's not the best you've ever seen from Angelina, and it's one of those movies that has its down moments where you kind of get a little bit bored. It's never 100% fully exciting all the time. Not that I need a movie that's exciting 100% of the time, every single minute of the movie, but something that keeps me intrigued. The movie kept me intrigued in moments, but not all the time. Like I said, it's a decent movie that has some decent action in here, some decent character moments, some good drama. I like, obviously, protecting the kid and her relationship with it. I like all of that, but the movie didn't blow me away either, so it's kind of a little bit of half and half. If you're a fan of Jolie, give it a chance, but go in knowing that it's not perfect, but it definitely has its moments. I'm also seeing we have Here Today, the DVD, for $14.99. Nice. Billy Crystal, Tiffany Haddish. Now, I got a chance to check this out on Amazon Prime, and I wanted to do it because of Billy Crystal. I am a fan of Billy Crystal's, man. I have seen so many of his movies over so many years. He is classic. He never goes out of style. And I was like, God, I hadn't seen him in something in a long time. I definitely wanted to check this out, man. Now, basically, Billy Crystal plays this aging comedy writer who is unfortunately succumbing to dementia. And while this is happening, he starts to have this budding friendship with this woman played by Tiffany Haddish, and it's basically both of them sort of learning from each other, leaning on each other, her sort of helping him deal with the things that is going on in his life and with his family, and dealing with him succumbing to this terrible disease, and how she's trying to look out for him, and it's just this really interesting friendship that really develops into this very heartfelt and heartwarming bond that they have. And I gotta admit, the movie has some really good moments in here. It really does, man. I mean, some really sad moments and touching moments and times where it really makes you tear up and really makes you think about old age and how we make all these memories. We make all of these moments in our life and how they could be snatched away in an instant because of this debilitating disease that is literally taking your mind away from you. And here today deals with that to a certain amount. It's very surface level, but I think that's the problem with the movie in general. Everything seems to be surface level. There's a whole drama that's happening with his daughter and his son concerning his dead wife, and you kind of get into the meat and potatoes of it, but not really. There's the dementia angle, and they go into it to a certain amount, but they don't really go there. Everything is sort of broken up by the comedy of it. And I understand, because if you got Billy Crystal, you want to do the comedy, right? You want to do it, and I get it, I understand it, but I think the comedy in this case, it tends to undercut the drama. And it feels like, unfortunately, the comedy sort of takes away from the dramatic effect of the film. Because anytime you want to dive deep into the film, you want to get an exploration of dementia or this family drama that's going on or the friendship that they have with one another, it then gets undercut by this quirky comedy that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work. The movie's a little bit of a mixed bag. When there is heartfelt moments, it really works. When there's touching moments with him trying to remember things or suddenly forgetting somebody's name or, not knowing a moment that is very important to him and is something that he really carries with him. There's moments there where you really feel for him and you really get the effect of it. And then there's moments when it gets undercut by this comedy that is trying to deflect from the real point of the film. These type of movies, it's a balance, man. It really is a balance to try to get the right tone here, because you don't want to go so much into the comedy realm that you lose the actual drama and the heartfelt story that you're trying to tell, but you don't want to go so heartfelt that you lose the comedic elements where you have these actors here for a reason. I don't think that Here Today truly balances it the way that it's supposed to. I just don't think it does, man. It tries, but I think in this way it kind of fails. Not completely, but it kind of gets stuck in the mud and has to kind of wipe itself off, and has some of the mud still on it, and it gets kind of wiped off at the same time. At the end of the movie, there's a feel-good moment here. You feel good about these characters and this friendship and the love that he has for everybody. You feel for it, but at the same time, you kind of just feel like it didn't quite connect with you the way you want, which is a real shame, because again, I love Billy Crystal here. Billy Crystal is really good. Tiffany Haddish is, well, Tiffany Haddish. They've got some good moments and chemistry together, but I just think at the end of the day, it doesn't quite gel together. Billy Crystal has been in better things. Tiffany Haddish has been in better things. Together, doesn't quite go the way I'm hoping. It was okay, not perfect, but then again, with these type of films, it's hard to gain perfection. And this movie didn't really do it. Just saying, guys, it didn't really accomplish it. Tried, kind of failed, put it that way. I mean, you've got some decent releases here, not bad at all. And of course, come on, the Target exclusive for Luca, not bad at all. It's always nice to see a little bit of Target exclusive love from time to time, and nice to see it for Luca. Not bad, and hey, at least we saw some new release love. It was about time, don't you think? Yeah, I think so too. All right, let's head out. You know, sometimes if it wasn't for Target, I don't know what we'd do. I mean, it's not like this place is like the best thing since sliced bread, because that's just not the truth. I mean, we have one whole kind of okay section for physical media. We have like a half a section over here, and we have like that one little island there for the new releases. That's it. So it's not like this is like the huge bastion of physical media, the place to go for all your physical media needs. No, it is not. However, let's be real, we have been wiping out at the first Walmart. We really have nothing to see there whatsoever. And sometimes I think, God, if Target doesn't have anything, like half of the places that I go to are literally going to be zippo, zilch, nada, nothing. And so there has been a little bit of pressure on Target, and honestly, they have delivered. They really have, man. I mean, we got the new release love this week. We got Target exclusive love. I mean, it's a pretty decent release week, but it's not the most plentiful, jam-packed release week ever. But Target has definitely been bringing in the goods, and you definitely have to appreciate that, man. I mean, not bad at all. Not bad one damn bit. And hey, we actually saw the Disney Luca this week, and I was not sure about it over at Target this week, because I thought, oh, the Red Box Bandits, maybe they've come back. Maybe they've taken all of the copies. Thankfully, I got here before the Red Box Bandits did. I thwarted the Red Box Bandits. Well, once. The other times they've all taken the shit. But, hey, I at least got here before they arrived. And, you know, I gotta do that, man. Hey, I need to show off the physical media. So if I had to fight the Redbox Bandits, you bet your ass I was gonna do it, man. You know me. Fighting over physical media, you bet your ass I was gonna throw down. That is for damn sure, guys. But thankfully I didn't have to do that, and we saw some new release love. Not half bad, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's head to the next location. Hopefully more physical media love, let's hope, to come. All right, everybody. We are at our third location, the second Walmart. I'm going to go and check out if there's any interesting indie titles worth showing off. If there is, I will bring it back to Film Fan 108 HQ and show it off to each and every one of you. But before I do that, I got to talk about a movie trailer with you guys. I got to talk about this one, man, because, oh, the nostalgia is thick. And, man, what wild times. I think you guys might know what I'm talking about if you remember down, 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 Jackass Forever. Oh my God, yes, Jackass Forever, baby. Holy shit, yep. Wow, we are back with yet another fucking Jackass movie. Holy shit. Man, they haven't done enough bodily harm to themselves. They want more. Holy shit. And by the way, when you get older, you don't recover as fast. So God bless those guys, man. Holy shit. So look, you've got to remember something. Okay, I actually grew up in some ways with Jackass. I actually really did, because Jackass was around the time of my like late teens, early 20s. And so I was watching that stuff. Like the original airings of the show, I was watching because I was an MTV fan, and it was honestly unavoidable. It really was. So I just dove right in, and man, I could not believe the shit that these guys were doing. I was like, my God, man, these guys are out of their minds. It was ridiculous, the stuff that I was seeing, and it just became this huge pop culture phenomenon. It was just insane, but yet you were so amazed by it, you couldn't take your eyes off it. That's what Jackass was, and these guys became famous for it. And in some ways, deservedly so. Now, mind you, over the years, things have changed quite a bit. Some of these guys have went on to do a lot of acting stuff, like Johnny Knoxville. Steve-O's done a few things. Other people went a little bit more into obscurity, went back to their everyday lives, but they came back every now and again to do more Jackass, whether it was the various movies, reunion specials, you name it. And now they're back one last time, man. And I gotta tell you, I dug the hell out of this trailer. I mean, I know that this is absolutely ridiculous. I know that this is absolutely insane. I know that these guys are way past their prime and they shouldn't be doing any of this shit. I mean, seriously, they should not be doing any of it, man. But indeed they are, and so, okay, well, let's see what you got, man. And they got some really crazy, wild stuff here, man. I mean, and I even kind of like it where as I'm watching it, there's even like the new generation of people that are doing it and bringing them on board, and sort of the newer and older generations coming together, and sort of the pros. I love it. Some wild stuff. Whether it's Johnny Knoxville dressed up in an old man costume, shopping for furniture, goofing around, some guy putting honey all over himself, and salmon, and a bear coming in and probably gonna eat his crotch. Like, what the fuck? I mean, it's so crazy and it's so insane, but yet it takes me back to the old school days of my teenage years watching this stuff, man. And there's this great moment in the trailer that I love so much where Johnny Knoxville talking to Steve-O, and he does this stunt or something, and Johnny Knoxville says, hey, at least you still have those pearly whites, and he sort of takes out his like false teeth, and it's got like empty holes. It's like, and they're just laughing. They're just like, dude, you are so fucked up, man. Oh, Jesus God. It's just fun to watch these. I would never do any of these stunts in a million fucking years. Okay, maybe I kind of did some of that stuff when I was younger, just to try it. But boy, I regret it. I mean, holy shit. But I give these guys a ton of credit, man, because, God, it must be a pain in the ass to insure these guys. I mean, you gotta understand, this is a major studio release, and obviously they're making this movie, and so they gotta insure these people. Fuck, how the fuck you insure these guys? Like, it's insane, man. They're just going out of their way to do the most bone-crunching, embarrassing, just, how could you do this? Like, what the hell kind of stunts that you can imagine? And they always have to up the ante, so you know that this is going to be insane, crazy. But I just can't wait to watch it. I know I'm sick, I'm twisted, but I gotta see what they do next, because it's just so fascinating. You can't help but not watch. You just gotta watch it. You can't help. You just gotta watch the damn thing. It's mesmerizing. What can I tell you? Oh, it's insane, man. But I gotta love it. And I've watched all the Jackass movies. I've watched the whole TV show when it was on. And if I don't see Jackass Forever, then what kind of Jackass fan am I really? I mean, seriously, man. So yes, I'm gonna go see it. Why wouldn't I? Oh, these guys are like in their late 40s, early 50s. God bless their bones, man. Jeez. Let me just tell you, when AARP comes a-calling, their premiums are going to be through the fucking roof, man. That is for damn sure. God bless their hearts and souls. Let me know what you guys think of that trailer. Boy, it looks fun. In the meantime, let's head into the second Walmart and hopefully some interesting goodies worth checking out. Well, back in at the second Walmart, and shocker of a lifetime, they actually have a little bit of indie love this week. Who'd have thought they actually do, guys? I mean, it's not crazy amount, it's a little bit, but you know what I always say, a little bit does go a long way. They have some of the typical new releases, but they also have some very unique, odd gems that I have not seen yet. And when it comes to the second Walmart, odd gems, oh yeah, they have to be explored. There is no doubt about that, guys. You know that. So you also know what that means, because we are heading back to Film Fan 108 HQ, which means that you, Seth, yes, you, oh, it's that time again to show off that physical media gold. You ready? What are you doing? You do realize that you don't need to work out in order to show off the physical media, right? Yes, I know that I don't have to work out, but, you know, I mean, come on, man. I gotta stay in shape. You staying in shape? If you mean a bowl of ice cream, then yeah. It was just a post-workout snack. Just show off the physical media, please. Damn it. Fine, I'll show off the physical media. I really wanted my ice cream. Damn it. I will have it later, though. Damn. Fine, I'll show off the physical media. I can't even have my post-workout snack. I mean, you gotta stay in shape. One way and another, guys. When watching movies, you gotta have your couch potato and a little bit of fitness love. Not bad, baby. Not bad at all. I mean, when it comes to movies, you gotta have all the aspects available. You guys know that, man. So, of course, along with the new release, big Hollywood blockbuster love, I have to show off the indie love. It's only fair, after all, man. And this week is not exactly the most humongous physical media week of all time, but it has some gems in it. That is for sure, man. I mean, you've got some Disney love, you have got, you know, a little bit of something here and there for everybody, pretty much, all things considered, man. And when it comes to indie love, oh, let's be real, there's a lot of very unique and interesting titles out there any movie lover can enjoy. And most of the time, well, the only way you can find it is at Walmart. And with these titles, well, let's put it this way. This is the type of titles that movie lovers would eat up. Oh, you definitely know that time, baby. It's all that Walmart indie weirdness, bizarreness, gold goodness that we see. Oh, it just cannot be beat, baby. Some of this stuff, even though it may be weird, boy, is it unique. And this time around, oh, the uniqueness is definitely on display. How about we dive in, guys, with the first title that I'm seeing, and that is none other than Tailgate? Huh. The highway is a killer. Oh, look at that. That dude's ready to roast somebody's ass. Yeah. And do not tailgate on motherfuckers. They may just be out to rip your ass to shreds. Yes, indeed. Ooh. Road rage is real. And it comes back to haunt your ass. That is for damn sure. What is this about? Ah, road rage has its consequences. Yes, indeed. Hans, his wife, and 2 children hit the highway on a trip to visit family. After getting stuck behind a slow-moving van, Hans recklessly starts antagonizing the eerily stoked driver, blaring the horn and riding his bumper. Ah, Hans. You just had to go and fuck up, didn't you? Now, you're all kinds of fucked. Right? Am I right? Yeah, I bet, baby. Yeah, little does he realize that he has just crossed the wrong motorist, lured into a deadly game of vehicular cat and mouse. Hans now finds himself terrorized at every turn by this deranged madman. Yes, indeed, man. Never, and I mean never tailgate any motherfucker. You never know who you are fucking with. You never do. Oh, and there are many movies to prove it. Many movies indeed, man. Like, for instance, oh, and I definitely got to bring this one up. Of course I do, guys. And that is none other than Joyride. Yes, Joyride. I love this movie, man. This is such a great cat and mouse thriller of just these guys messing with this truck driver, and it just bites them in the ass big time. And this guy is coming after them, no holds barred, man. I love Joyride. So amazing of a movie, man, and fun as hell. Love that one. Of course, there's another one that also comes to mind, not too far behind it, one more recent, and that is Spree. Man, Spree is really wild and crazy and ridiculous. This guy is just losing his mind, basically trying to be this sort of internet, you know, interwebs, Instagram, Twitter, just this social media phenomenon, and he just does some crazy shit in order to try to reach that goal, man. And god damn, man, do not fuck with this driver, because you might be on his hit list to social media fame. Oh man, what a wild one that is, guys. And there are so many more. There really is. There's a ton more, guys, out there. I mean, there's movies like Duel, which is an amazing movie, man. Talk about a movie that is like this guy is getting hunted down by this truck driver, and he doesn't even know what the fuck he did. It's just this guy is just out for blood and out for ready to kill him. And you're like, what the fuck, man? I mean, it's crazy. You have that. You also have that recent one with Russell Crowe, and my god, man, talk about like road rage gone deadly. First of all, I would never tailgate or fuck with Russell Crowe anyways, but I mean, seriously, a man that already has anger issues, seriously, you stay like two cars behind him, because yeah, you don't want to get in his rearview mirror. Put it that way, man. I mean, even like a killer car movie like Christine, at just, just don't fuck with that car, man, or it wants your blood. Oh man, there's so many really great ones out there, and I'm sure there is so many more as well, man. I mean, I just love the idea that, you think that just because this driver is meek and obviously slow moving, that the person behind the wheel is a wimp. No, the person behind the wheel could be a real psychotic madman. Trust me, I have driven enough in my life so far. I have seen some weirdos and creeps on the road, man. I remember one time when this truck, I was visiting I was visiting a friend of mine that was like 3 hours away, and I was driving up there, and these sort of rednecks in this truck were playing chicken with me. And I must have like done something. I don't know whether I had passed them by or something like that, and they got pissed off at me. Who the hell knows? And they were playing a game of chicken with me, and I was trying to slow down, and then they were slowing down, and they were like egging me on to like pull over, and I'm like, oh fuck no. Oh my god. I knew that if I had pulled over and I had gotten out of the car, that would have been the end of me. I know that, man. I gotta tell you, man, you know, road rage is real, all right, man? Road rage is real, and being on the road nowadays, it's no longer it's no longer a privilege, it's a necessity. And getting on the road seems simple enough, but when you encounter crazy people, man, dude, it makes you almost want to use the like bus transit system. I mean, fuck that, man. Shit, I'm gonna on a public bus. Shit, I'll pay the fucking tolls. I don't give a fuck, man. Damn, fuck this. Like, there's been times, man, and so you know what, man. Stupid people making stupid decisions, getting in stupid situations and pissing people off. It's an everyday occurrence. And Tailgate, well, it's not really as much of a movie as it is a documentary. And God help us all for whoever fucks with the crazy driver. Not me. If she screams. Yes. Oh, baby. And evil lurks within. Oh, look at that, man. Uh, Busty Babe, the terrifying survivor girl, and some evil that's stalking them, right? Come on, you guys know I'm right. This cover screams that so clearly, doesn't it? Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely, man. Cassie is a struggling actress who is short the money she needs to pay her rent. Well, been there, done that. When her friend presents her with the option to work for a weekend on a weed farm up in the hills of Northern California, wait a minute. If you need extra money, what about, I don't know, Wendy's, Arby's, McDonald's wasn't hiring? Seriously? What about Taco Bell? Taco Bell's always hiring. What the fuck, man? I mean, literally, there are many other ways to get extra cash instead of working a weekend at a weed farm. I'm just saying, maybe it doesn't pay as much. I mean, I hear McDonald's is going $15 an hour, so I mean, can a weed farm really beat that? Okay, they probably can, but I mean, come on, you get all the free fries you can eat, and that definitely beats the weed. Okay. Little do they know, an ancient evil has been unleashed and has taken its revenge on the inhabitants of the rural area one by one. Cassie and her friends find themselves facing terror after terror as threats, both human and supernatural, stalk them. Together, they must fight to make it off the mountain alive. Oh, okay, yes. I'm definitely getting a stalker vibe, survivor girl vibes. Oh, yeah, this is screaming that in a big, bad way, man. Look, the only reason why the ancient evil is coming after you is that you didn't offer it a sacrifice. And yet, didn't offer it any weed. I mean, come on. The first thing you offer the ancient evil is a shitload of weed. Because once the ancient evil gets high, it's not thinking about killing. All it really wants is the munchies. Come on, man. Seriously. Oh, man. I don't know. I mean, you kind of see this movie coming a mile away, man. It looks very predictable. It's aping off of other films that have probably done it much, much better, man. I mean, you know that all of these chicks are gonna die. Some are gonna be stupid. Some are gonna deserve death. Maybe some cool blood and gore, and a survivor girl that's going to somehow save the day and win in the end, right? Been there, done that. We've seen it so many times before. This probably brings nothing new to the table. Maybe some cool kills, but outside of that, nah, probably not, man. I mean, it's a cool idea of going into the mountains and surviving that. I mean, there is some cool movies like that, but I don't know. I mean, there's some cool ones out there like that. I mean, ones that I really enjoy. Like, for instance, I really like The Prey. The Prey is actually pretty good, man. The Prey is actually really cool, man. And that ending, god damn, man, that ending, I was not expecting the ending to this film, man. And it really got me. I'm like, oh, ooh, that's what he did to her. Okay. Oh, what a great unknown little film that I really, really love, man. That is a cool little gem. Definitely worth exploring, man. I'd also say Just Before Dawn. Just Before Dawn is really great as well, man. About these campers that go into the forest area and get stalked by something in the woods and mountains that is picking them off one by one. I like that type of stuff, man. So I mean, there is some really cool stuff out there, and there's a ton more that are kind of like that. ancient evil, human and supernatural alike coming at them. So like I said, this movie doesn't bring anything new to the table, apes off of other films, but maybe you'll get about an hour and a half worth of somewhat entertainment and maybe some busty chicks screaming for their lives, getting killed brutally. Well, actually, that does sound like a good time. Sometimes it doesn't pay to be lucky. Just saying, guys. Oh, yes, indeed. Sometimes you need a little bad luck on your side with the Shudder original of Lucky. Look at that cover. I actually like that. Wow, look at that chick holding that great hammer. And oh, look at that creepy fucker behind her. Oh, it's cool. Look at that. Ooh, a thrilling time loop mystery? What is this about? Life takes a sudden turn for May, a popular self-help book author, when she finds herself the target of a mysterious man with murderous intentions. Every night, without fail, he comes after her, and every day, the people around her barely seem to notice. With no one to turn to, May is pushed to her limits and must take matters into her own hands to survive and to regain control of her life. That sounds interesting. It doesn't seem like a time loop mystery exactly, but maybe it's kind of like one of those great little Groundhog's Day type of horror flicks. It might have that type of vibe to it. The idea that she sees this mysterious guy, he always comes after her, no one seems to notice. So it's like this time loop that's happening over and over again where she's being stalked by this dude and she needs to break the cycle. Kind of interesting, actually. And it definitely reminds me, as far as like groundhog horror stuff, definitely, well, clearly, obviously, reminds me of none other than, yes, Happy Death Day. Yes, indeed it does, man. I really do dig Happy Death Day, man. I think Happy Death Day is fun. I love the quirky characters. I love the killer scenarios. I actually love the killer itself here. I think it's a clever little horror film. Yes, it's PG-13, but I think it's still fun, man, and a great experience. I really dig that one quite a bit, man. That one I really love a lot, and I also really love Happy Death Day to You as well. I think that's a really solid sequel, man. I mean, yes, both are PG-13, but pretty clever for horror films, man. I think with something like Lucky, they're definitely going for more blood and gore. At least that's what I'm kind of getting the vibe on the back cover. But it could be a cool little survival thriller tale. I mean, look at that, dude. That's some weird, creepy fucker, man. Yo, very nightmarish. That could be cool. I gotta admit, I'm not always the biggest fan of Shudder. I know I say it a lot of times, but it really is true. There is certain times where when I really love Shudder, something like the Mortuary Collection is amazing. And then there's other times when it basically those movies are like practically dog shit and are aping off of way better horror films. I mean, yes, this is aping off of other films, but it looks like it's kind of creating its own little unique yarn at the same time. This definitely might be worth checking out. If you mix Groundhog's Day with a horror flick, I'm instantly intrigued. And if you had the groundhog in it as well, I mean, let's be real. If there's anybody that needs to get the axe, it's Punxsutawney Phil. Man, I have had some really bad days. But then again, I've never had to deal with zombies, so, you know, my bad day could be their worst one. That is for damn sure in Dead Again. Oh, their first day is going to be a living hell. Oh, I love that cover, man. That's great. I love where they're just looking like, oh my god, this fucking day. Oh, that's so great. Oh, look at that. In a rural village where crime is non-existent, a police sergeant is retiring out of boredom. Damn, I'd love to have a job where I retire just out of boredom. Man, talk about life goals. Oh, on the day he is sent a young recruit fresh out of police academy All hell breaks loose with both officers fighting for survival against the living dead. Oh my god. This is kind of looks fun. I'm not gonna lie, it really does, man. And I love a good horror comedy, especially when it comes to zombies. There are some really, really great ones out there, guys. Truly, there is, man. I mean, come on. Clearly, one of the ones I definitely have to talk about here, and that is none other than, oh yes, Zombieland. Yes, of course I gotta talk about Zombieland. I love Zombieland. The first film, amazing, funny as hell, great characters, memorable kills, awesome, awesome, great movie, man. Of course, I also have to talk about none other than Shaun of the Dead. This is another one which is one of the best horror comedies of all time, one of the best zombie films of all time, one of the best zombie comedies of all time. This is amazing as well. Love that movie, man. Of course, I also have to talk about, clearly, I can't leave the discussion without also talking about the Return of the Living Dead. I love this movie as well. Oh my God. This is another one of those really great, amazing zombie films, but amazing zombie comedies as well. So, yes, there is a lot of really good zombie comedies out there, man. There really is. I mean, let's be real. The zombie genre has kind of died off quite a bit. I mean, yes, Walking Dead is still around. The many iterations of Walking Dead is still around. And I do like that from time to time. And occasionally we get a good zombie movie. I mean, something like Train to Busan, amazing. So at times you do still get good zombie movies here and there, but it's hard to find really good, solid zombie movies nowadays that are really just as good as the previous stuff from years ago. Occasionally you'll get some stuff, but for the most part, it's a dime in a dozen, man. Especially when it comes to zombie comedies. Yeah, those are even harder to make and harder to make really good. Again, it's not easy to pull off, but when they do it, it is really, really well done, man. And this could be one of those. It has the potential to be. I mean, another really great one out there, guys, if you've never seen it, is Fido. Fido is a great zombie comedy, man. That's another really solid one worth checking out, man. I mean, I love zombies. I love a little comedy. When you put the two together, it can be magic, or it can be quite a dead piece of meat, kind of like The Living Dead. Where does Dead Again fit in? Well, let's hope it has a fighting chance. Here today, gone tomorrow. I have to talk about this one again, guys. I really honestly do. Now, yes, I did say the majority of my piece about this film over at Target, but I had to talk more about this film, and the reason why is because of Tiffany Haddish. I am going to put out a hot take, a very hot take, man. Tiffany Haddish is annoying as fuck, man. I am sorry. I am really sorry. I know there is a lot of Tiffany Haddish fans out there, man. I really don't want to piss you guys off, but I gotta be real here, man. She is annoying as shit. God, man. She really is. Look, see, I've only ever liked her in one film. I liked her in The Kitchen with Melissa McCarthy. I thought she was actually really good in that movie, all things considered. But everything else I've seen in her, man, she has just been annoying and she just grates on me. I don't think she's funny at all. I just think she comes off as kind of a pest and just gets on my nerves. I mean, really, she does. And this movie, she gets better as the film goes on. Don't get me wrong, but at first, it's so crazy and ridiculous, and she is just so irritating that you really just don't want to have her around on screen. You're like, why is Billy Crystal even working with this chick? I mean, he is so much better as a comedian than she is. I mean, really, she's not even on his same level. And I just I think when they get to the dramatic work, when they get to the dramatic stuff where she's helping him with the dementia and everything, I think that's when she gets better as an actress. When she tries to force this comedy down our throats of this ridiculous, over the top, annoying shit that she does, being loud and obnoxious, it doesn't work. It literally irritates the fuck out of me, guys. I'm serious. And for a while, I was like, man, she's getting on my nerves big time. I mean, really, she is. And, it's kind of funny because when it comes to Billy Crystal, I love Billy Crystal, man. I mean, City Slickers and When Harry Met Sally, which is amazing. I mean, he's done so many other really great movies as well. I mean, of course, Analyze This, Analyze That. But in a movie, let's say like Father's Day, okay, where he teams up with Robin Williams, and it's ridiculous and it's kind of over the top. The thing about it is, Billy Crystal, yes, he's funny in that movie, but for the most part, he's almost kind of playing the straight man to Robin Williams' more ridiculous, over the top character. And it's supposed to be this heartfelt movie about them finding their potential son, or who could be their son, and obviously going on an adventure to try to find them and sort of reconnecting with not only themselves and who they are, but of course this boy and the idea of being a father. Like there's so much there. And I told you earlier that there has to be a balance between comedy and drama, just perfectly, where it works both ways. One doesn't seem more overwhelming than the other. And I'm not quite sure Father's Day completely works, but I think the chemistry between him and Robin Williams is really, really good. And I think they bounce off of each other really fantastic. So the comedy works and the drama works, and neither feels too heavy handed. And it complements each other really well because of the actors and how well of a camaraderie they have together. Now, Billy Crystal and Robin Williams have worked together for decades. So obviously they had a long time to sort of build that friendship and relationship, and it works on screen perfectly. Here, yes, obviously Billy Crystal and Tiffany Haddish have never really worked together before, and this is obviously something brand new for both of them, but honestly, the chemistry is just not there, and Billy is so much better here, and Tiffany Haddish always feels like she's playing catch up to Billy Crystal. And it's kind of a shame because, I think Tiffany Haddish has a lot of talent. I think when she's really good, she is really good. But I gotta tell you, man, here she's just outmatched and she's trying to go for some crazy, over the top, ridiculous stuff and trying to sort of outdo Billy Crystal in a lot of ways. And you're just not gonna pull that off, man. Billy is so good, and he's able to complement the comedy and the drama really well for the most part. The writing isn't perfect here, and at moments the drama and comedy fails to really deliver. But I think Billy Crystal is old school, and I think it's hard for him to sort of deal with new school comedians. I think he likes the older school stuff, and I think Billy is really comfortable when he's working with somebody that he knows, or material that he can really connect with, like something like Mr. Saturday Night. Do you remember that movie? That is a really great, forgotten Billy Crystal movie, and he is awesome in there. He's funny, he's got some really good, heartfelt, dramatic moments. He's great here, and Billy can pull off both. I just feel that he's not fully comfortable in this movie, and Tiffany is just going way over the top. When the movie works, but when the movie doesn't, it tries to go for so over the top comedy that this movie really has no place for it. So I love Billy to death, and this movie doesn't change that. It's kind of a miss for Billy, but he still tries, and Tiffany tries too, but man, she's gotta just lower the tone a bit, because you can be a really good comedic actress But you don't have to be loud and obnoxious, man. You could be somebody like a Gilda Radner that I really loved from back in the day, man. I mean, you could be somebody like that, and there's many other female comedians that have been really fantastic over the years. Tiffany Haddish has talent, but man, she goes for these roles where she just ends up being annoying, and it just grates on me, man. And this one, she started out that way. It eventually got better, but oh. I gotta tell you, man, I don't know how much more I can deal with this shit. Tiffany, you got talent, but just tone it down, please. Anybody ready for a seance? Oh, I know I am. Yes, indeed. From the creators of Your Next and Orphan Seance. Yes, with Sookie Waterhouse, man. Very, very nice. Now, I got a chance to watch this on Amazon Prime, and I don't even really know what kind of intrigued me to watch this movie. I think I kind of like the idea of this death at this high school, potentially from a evil ghostly spirit. Years later, this girl comes to the school, and there's a lot of high school sort of drama that goes on, and you know the girls are fighting amongst each other and some of that petty crap. But there's also potentially this ghostly entity that is picking them off one by one. Who's doing it? What's the motive? And are these girls going to survive? It's very interesting, and I wanted to give it a go just for that. I kind of thought to myself, oh God, this is going to be really terrible. Like that, I thought that, man. I was like, okay, it's going to be kind of like Twilight or some shit. Like I was prepared, man. I was like, oh God, this thing's going to be stupid. And yes, at times, it does have a little bit of stupid moments to it. Truth be told, okay? But I had a lot of fun with this movie. I really did, man. I had way more fun with this movie than I ever thought I was going to. And there's a couple reasons why. One is the director, Simon Barrett. Now, I got to give Simon Barrett a lot of credit here. He actually has really not directed much. He directed a segment on VHS 2 and a couple of short films here and there. This is like one of his first major films that he's ever directed, and he does a really great job with it, man. I mean, mostly he's a writer. He wrote The Guest, and he wrote Your Next, which, by the way, I love Your Next. That movie is like one of the best horror films in the last like 15, 20 years easily, man. I love that movie. And to see him also write this movie and get a chance to direct it is really great. And I thought he really built these characters up in a really fantastic way. They're quirky, they have some memorable moments, some really solid dialogue. I loved how he framed the kills and how you didn't know whether it was a ghostly entity or some sort of stalker that is picking these girls off one by one. You didn't really know it up until the actual end, and then you were like, oh, that's kind of clever. Because it does have some clever moments in there. It has the cliche moments, but I think Simon Barrett is actually kind of playing with them a little bit. He's playing with the expectations, he's playing with the horror tropes, the survivor girl sort of character, the archetype, and he's putting an interesting sort of new age twist on it, which I really appreciated, man. I thought it was clever at times, and certain moments that you didn't see coming, which I really appreciated. And by the way, the blood and gore is fantastic. And one of the final kills in the movie is awesome. I was cheering. It was so fantastic, man. It was way better than it ever had any right to be. And I gotta give a lot of credit to Sookie Waterhouse, who is a really great heroine in this film. I mean, I've seen her in roles that she's done, like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. She was alright in there. Assassination Nation, she wasn't half bad. And she's done a few roles here and there. I think she's a gorgeous looking woman. But on top of that, she can definitely act. She She can play scared, she can play frightened, she can play tough, she can play vulnerable. She's got a lot of really great moments and a lot of great talent that she has, and she brings it to this survivor girl role. A really great female heroine that definitely, I think, is one for the new age, which I really appreciated, man. I think that Simon Barrett writes Survivor Girls really well. Whether it's Your Next or The Guest or this movie, he does a really fantastic job, man. And I thought Seance was way better than it had any right to be, man. I mean, it's got some clever twists that you don't see coming. It's got quirky characters. It's got great kills. It's got some cool atmosphere, some great scares. It's way better than it had any right to be. This was, to me, when I went into this movie, I thought, oh my God, this is going to be some teenage lifetime horror drama bullshit. That's what I thought it was going to be, man. And I left the movie, not only was I pleasantly surprised, but I downright really dug this flick, man. I really did, dude. I thought it was fun. I thought it was entertaining. And honestly, if this is the kind of stuff that Simon Barrett is going to do, man, sign me up, because he's already a really great horror writer anyways. But now as a horror director, I'm digging his style, man. I really am. So, man, I went into this with low expectations, the lowest of low, baby. And I came away supremely surprised. And I think you guys will too, man. I know I've seen so many horror films out there that at a certain point, as a horror fan, I kind of get jaded. I'm not gonna lie, I really do. But sometimes you gotta open your mind to new possibilities and new movies within the genre. I can't say I always do that, but every so occasionally I give a movie a chance, and Seance actually paid off. Crazy enough, it's pretty damn solid, man. Really good. Who'da thunk? Seriously, who'da thunk on that one, man? And who'da thunk with all of this Walmart gold, man? Walmart indie love. Oh, it is always good to check out the Walmart indie weirdness, the bizarreness. It honestly can't be beat. Didn't your mother tell you never to tailgate in back of another driver? You never know what kind of psychotic psychopath is in front of you. Never fuck with another driver. Never do it, damn it. You know, just saying. Oh, if you're gonna work at a weed farm, make sure that you give the ancient evil a little hit or two. It may just save your life. Groundhog's Day is a real bitch, especially if you had to live the same horrific day over and over and over. Yeah, I'd punch Punxsutawney Phil in the face too. Yeah, I definitely would. Zombies. Look, man. If my first day I had to deal with the undead, I think I'd start working at Walmart. ah, let's see how far Tiffany Haddish can annoy me next. Oh, and you know what? Whether you're being stalked by a real-life killer or a supernatural ghost, you always got to keep up with those Survivor Girl instincts. Oh, indeed you do, baby. Oh, yes, indeed. Look at all this indie Walmart weirdness gold. So good, baby. So good. This time around had quite some interesting gems. That is for damn sure, guys. I love these type of releases, man. And let's be real. I love movies in general, man. Physical media, any type to show off, I am all for in a big, bad way, baby. I truly am, man. And this time around has some really interesting stuff. I mean, look, let's be real here. Physical media has its ups and downs. And there will be weeks where, obviously, it's not going to be as plentiful as we would like. Just honest to God, the truth. I mean, we used to see releases up the ass every single week, man. We used to have Circuit City. We used to have media plays. We used to have a shitload of FYEs and so on and so forth, and you name it. Times used to be good. Now, well, it ain't as good as it used to be, guys. But every now and again, when you're looking, you can find some really unique gems out there. They are there, guys. You just gotta hunt a little bit more than usual to find them. And some of these are really unique and interesting. Not gonna lie, man. I mean, look, yes, there will always be the Hollywood blockbusters out there. There will always be the Disney titles to show off because, hey, it's Disney. They will always get the love. But the little guys sometimes don't always get that. And so it's nice to showcase that to you guys. Good, bad, ugly, Walmart weird. It does not matter, guys, because every title deserves to be shown off. Big, small, in between. They all deserve a little bit of love at the end of the day because physical media is important. Physical media needs to thrive one way or another. And if I can do that in one small way, then I've done my job. At least just a little bit. And I'm thankful for that, guys. I truly am. So hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of Walmart bizarreness. I definitely did, guys. But we do have one more place to go to, and hopefully more physical media to come. All right, everybody. We are at our fourth and final location. And with every physical media week, you know, there's got to be a little beast love. Indeed, there has to be, baby. It's just automatically required. Truly. And we are at our fourth and final location, and that is none other than the Beast, Best Buy the Beast, baby. Oh, yes, indeed, we are back at the good old Beast. Now, I am curious as to what Best Buy is going to have, because we've had some interesting media worth showing off, and then other times where it's been kind of a wasteland. What will Best Buy have in store? Maybe some exclusives, maybe Steelbook love, a lot of new release love. Well, you never quite know with the Beast. They've been, as of late, handling their business. Could they do it again? Well, how about we go in and check it out? All right, we are in at Best Buy under the new releases. And hey, we're already seeing some new release love with Luca, the Blu-ray DVD digital for $24.99, the 4K Blu-ray digital for $29.99, and ooh, sadly, the Steelbook, ladies and gentlemen, is all out. I kind of knew this was most likely going to happen, man, because it is a really, really, well, it's Disney, let's put it that way. And Disney is very popular, and honestly, since Luca has only been on streaming services for the most part, well, obviously people are really hankering to watch it, to own it, and honestly, the Steelbooks go really fast, man. So I was hoping they'd have more, but not so much. I'm sure we'll get more in, but it's gonna be a really popular Steelbook, that is for damn sure, man. But hey, at least we still got a little bit of Luca love to check out, and that is not bad, man. Now, this is Pixar, and as far as animation studios are concerned, they are one of the best, guys. I mean, truly, they are. And they have made some of the most memorable animated movies in recent years. They really have. And they deserve all the praise that they truly get. I mean, my God, there's so many to name, whether it's Toy Story, The Incredibles, Monsters, Inc., Cars, Coco, Wall-E. I mean, my God, man, they have made so many great ones like Up and Inside Out. It's tremendous, the stuff that they have made, man. It is phenomenal, and they truly do, as I said, all the praise. They deserve it. They really honestly do, man. And I love how they take a ridiculous idea, a ridiculous premise, and turn it on its head in a lot of ways, and make you feel for the characters and feel for the situation, and make it timely, and make it that something that you can relate to. That's not easy to pull off, man, and Pixar does it really well. You know, look, I have my issues with Disney. I really do. You guys know that. I've talked about it enough times. But I gotta tell you, when Disney does it well, especially in the Pixar department, they truly shine. And this is one of the times where it really honestly does, man. It shines to excellent degrees. It might not be the most perfect Pixar movie. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I rank, like, as far as the best Pixar is concerned, I rank the Toy Story films, at least the first three, really high. Coco, extremely high. Obviously, Finding Nemo is incredibly high up there. Wall-E up. So many more. I mean, I honestly, those are some of the best, man. I mean, then again, you have other ones that I'm not as huge of a fan of, like the later Cars movies. Not a really big fan of them. And there's a couple other ones that I'm not huge on. I gotta tell you, though, as far as Pixar is concerned, they don't have a lot of lows. There's not really many lows in at least I can think of. I mean, a lot of them are ups, and really, really incredible ups that they've had, man. It's really amazing. I mean, even something like Soul was tremendous, man. So I give Disney a lot of credit. When they want to do something really creative and really fun and adventurous, they can do it. Luca is proof of that, man. Just don't always pull it off, but when they do, it is perfection. And this is really, really great. Not gonna lie, man, really, really fun indeed. And you get a lot of special features: deleted scenes, Italian inspiration, best friends, secretly a sea monster, and more. Not bad, man, not bad at all. I'm curious of where you guys would rank Luca. Like I said, it was only on Disney Plus, so I feel like a lot of people are still trying to find the movie. It's a lot like Soul or Raya and the Last Dragon, where I think this is going to sell really well on physical media, man. People are really going to go out there and buy this thing because, number one, it's Disney. Disney's hugely popular. People love it. That's obviously a given, but also because really with movie theaters having been closed as much as they have been, not as much opportunities for movies to be out there in the public consciousness. Yes, Disney Plus has a lot of subscribers, but there's a good part of the population that doesn't have Disney Plus, not really interested in it. So physical media gets a boost with movies like this that really have only been exclusively on streaming, and they see this and they're like, wow, we've got to pick this up. It is a well-worthy buy, not gonna lie, man. It truly is. It's not perfect. It's got its faults. Sometimes it is surface level, but man, at times it pulls at your heartstrings. The characters are extremely likable and relatable, and at the end of the day, it's just a purely fun experience. Definitely worth having, not gonna lie, man. Really, really solid that movie is. Pretty damn good, not gonna lie. Disney, you can definitely do it. Luca proves it. That's for damn sure. Not bad so far. At least one new release. Interesting. Let's see what else they got. And on the other side of the new releases, guys, it's a little rough on the top here. I mean, they still are sold out of GVK in a big bad way, man. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, man, it's been tough getting more stock in of GVK, that's for damn sure. But they've also sold out quite a bit of the Quiet Place Part 2 Steelbook. There's no more steals over here for that. I was actually really lucky to get that, now that I think about that, guys, because they had a lot of copies, and now all those copies are practically gone, man. I mean, they are dust. Are they going to get more in? Possibly. It is a popular steal, but man, glad I got mine when I did. Not going to lie, man. They having a hard time if getting those in, especially if you're having a hard time finding them. But hey, well, better luck next time, especially for those who missed out. But again, they usually get more in, so I'm assuming they will over time. But speaking of steelbooks, oh, look at this. Oh my god. The 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Steelbook edition of Transformers the movie. Oh, look at this. That is cool. Oh my god. Robots in disguise. Oh, that is fantastic. That is awesome. For $23.99. That is amazing, man. That is so cool. Limited edition steelbook with 4 exclusive art cards and new bonus features. Oh my god, man. Whoo, this thing is a blast from the goddamn past. The year is 2005. The good old future. Oh my goodness, man. Oh, dude, back in the day when I was a kid, okay, I'm telling you, man, it was such a good time being a kid, man. I mean, I was watching all kinds of stuff, man. I was watching Thundercats. I was watching He-Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and of course, I was watching Transformers, man. I mean, who wouldn't? It was so awesome. These cars transforming into robots and then fighting one another, and the battle of good versus evil. I mean, come on, what kid wouldn't like that stuff? That is awesome, man. Oh, and then when the movie happened, it was just this big like pop culture moment. It was amazing, man. I mean, I haven't seen this in forever, but I just remember loving it and watching it when I was a kid ad nauseum. I probably, my parents probably got pissed at me for how much I watched the damn thing, but come on, it's Transformers. I had to get my money's worth, or I had to get my parents' money's worth, I should say. Oh man. Oh, I love that. Autobots and Decepticons, Cybertron. Oh, man. Jesus. They just don't make them like this anymore, man. I mean, yeah, we've gotten a ton of those other Transformers live-action movies. Don't get me started. They do not, and I mean do not hold a candle to this animated movie. They just don't. It's just so great in so many ways. And if you are a old school Transformers fan, this movie is gold to you. I mean, it truly is gold, man. I mean, those newer movies, they are what they are. They're not terrible, but nothing can hold a candle. I don't care how good the CGI is or anything like that. It just can't hold a candle to how good the Transformers movie is. Just the old school one. Just can't beat it. You really honestly can, and it's so good. Oh, man. I mean, yes, Transformers has evolved over the years, and obviously newer style cars and newer characters, and obviously the movies have introduced a lot, but I'm an old school Transformers fan, and it's movies like this that is pure goddamn nostalgia, man. I love this shit so much, dude. This is awesome. I mean, look at what you get here. I mean, feature-length storyboards, you get a comprehensive documentary, audio commentary, featurettes, trailers. I mean, shit, you get a lot here. And the steelbook as well. This thing looks sweet. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that is so awesome, man. Damn. Look at the cast. Judd Nelson. I forgot Leonard Nimoy was here. Eric Idle, Robert Stack. I want him, like his Autobot or Decepticon to be like, this is Unsolved Mysteries. Oh, man. Oh, it's so good. Oh, Lord. Oh, dude, if you are a Transformers fan in any way, new school, old school, don't matter, man. If you are, you have got to pick this up. This is a must-buy for any Transformers lover because it's like a holy grail title finally on 4K in steelbook form. If this isn't a must-buy for a lot of you Transformers fans out there, hell, I don't know what is. And then I'm seeing that the Blu-ray digital of Those Who Wish Me Dead for $22.99. Now, Angelina Jolie. Ah, yes. Angelina is, I'm not gonna lie, kind of an acquired taste. Put it that way, man. I mean, the people who like her really like her, and the people who hate her really hate her. And trust me, I've heard arguments on both sides. Very lengthy arguments, mind you. Oh, yeah, it's quite interesting to talk to people on both sides of it, man. And I gotta admit, see, I am an Angelina Jolie fan to a certain extent. Certain movies I've really loved her in, like the old school stuff, like Hackers. Hackers is great. Remember Hackers? Oh yeah, Hackers is good, man. Dated as hell, cheesy as shit, but really great, man. I mean, Gia. Oh yes, Gia as well. Girl Interrupted. The Tomb Raider stuff, of course, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Gone in 60 Seconds, and much, much more. I mean, when she's good, and I like her in a lot of the action stuff. Whether it's like Salt or Wanted, some of that stuff is really cool, and I do appreciate her in those type of roles. It's some of the dramatic stuff that I'm not really a fan of. I gotta admit, some of the more dramatic stuff that she's done, I gotta admit, it just doesn't really interest me all that much. I mean, like Life or something like it, Beyond Borders, The Changeling. I mean, The Changeling's not terrible. It's okay. It's kind of decent, all things considered. But I mean, some of her more like outright sort of dramatic work, not a big fan of. But then again, I do like A Girl Interrupted. So I mean, there is that in Gia, some of the other stuff. But as she's gotten older, some of the projects that she's picked, not always a huge fan of. I mean, Beowulf isn't bad either, but not exactly blows the roof off as far as like the best of her career. I mean, put it that way. I mean, this is sort of, in a way, the best of both worlds when it comes to Angelina. I mean, you have the dramatic, sort of like I'm an actor sort of work, and then you have sort of the action aspect to it as well. It's trying to straddle the line between both, and at times it works, and at other times it just kind of comes off a little boring. It's not a bad Angelina Jolie film, all things considered. I mean, it's not in my top 10 favorite Angelina Jolie films, nor is it in my bottom 10, so to speak. It's sort of middle ground Angelina, but I still think she does pretty well here, all things considered. And if you're looking for a movie that gives you the best of both worlds in an average package, and if you're still a fan of Angelina Jolie regardless, I mean, look, she is a beautiful woman. She can kick ass. She can do all of the action stuff. It just depends on the type of role that she's given, whether she's able to pull it off along with the dramatic work. Like, for instance, I am looking forward to Eternals. I think Eternals could be cool. Then again, I don't know much about the Eternals, so I'm sort of cautiously optimistic on that, but I do like Angelina. When she does a role that I really like, she does a role that I really, really like, man. And this one is just average Angelina. Still good, but if you're expecting the most kick-ass Angelina or the most Oscar-worthy dramatic work you've seen of Angelina, this one fails on both counts. But as an average, everyday Angelina film, in the middle ground area, it does the trick. Put it that way. Not bad, and not bad indeed. Look at that. Pretty damn good, dare I say. Surprise, surprise, man. Not so bad for the releases so far. Let's see what else they got. And on the back side over here, they've got a decent amount, but not really much new stuff. I mean, they do have some 4K Willy Wonka love, finally seeing that, and they have more of the Battle Beyond the Stars steel, which is really nice. That sold out, so glad to see that back in as well. Of course, City of Lies, Siberia, Mortal Kombat. Ugh, straight to DVD, Bruce Willis. Man, Bruce, either improve your acting or get the fuck out of the way. God damn, man. However, surprise, surprise, guys, they do have one more steelbook left. I thought they didn't have any left. They have one more copy left of the steelbook. Oh, man. It pays to look in every place because you never know where you're going to find it. Oh, man. I'm glad I at least got to show it off, dude, because, man, I was worried they weren't going to have any of it. Because, man, these steels, they sell fast. I mean, really fast. So it's really nice to see at least the steelbook love here. Boy, this is going to sell. I guarantee you somebody's going to come in here and snatch this damn thing. But that is cool. Look at that artwork, man. Very nice and very different from the artwork on the 4K and the Blu-ray as well. Not bad, man. I liked it. It was such a great film, man. Such a really, really great film. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Thought it was fantastic. So glad to see this here. So awesome. That is great, man. It's gonna sell fast, trust me. If it hasn't already at your stores, trust me, it will, man. And I actually really like that. Look at that on the inside. Nice. What a great steelbook. That's pretty cool, man. Not gonna lie, that is cool. They do have that Strangelove Initiation for $15.99. That's just too fucking high. That's for damn sure. And not much new over on this side. They do, however, have I was noticing over here they had the Blu-ray digital of Guardians of the Galaxy, the 2 movie collection for $22.99. They do have this, which is kind of cool. I know they've been putting out some of these Marvel Studio stuff. This came out a few weeks back, but I'm just seeing it here now. I gotta admit, I love the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I remember when the first trailer came out for the first film, and John was really skeptical about it. I was skeptical about it. I had not really known very much about Guardians of the Galaxy, and the movie just amazing. Blew me away, actually. I was shocked by how damn good it was. Funny and just really relatable characters and a great plot, and it was just a ball of fun, man, and I really do love this. The sequel is great. Not as good as the first movie, but still really, really solid, man. I love the cast here. I mean, Chris Pratt is amazing. Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, everybody is awesome here. I mean, Vin Diesel even saying, "I am Groot," is awesome. Man, that guy got millions of dollars by saying, "I am Groot." Damn, man, I am in the wrong fucking business. That is for damn sure, man. But I really love these movies. And James Gunn is such a goddamn genius. He really is, man. Marvel let him go and do his thing, and he really shined, man. And I really love everything he did. And I'm so glad he's coming back for the third movie. I know there was this whole controversy, whole huge thing with Disney about, like, tweets that he did or jokes or whatever, and it was ridiculous and I think blown way out of proportion, but it happened. And I just can't see anybody else doing Guardians of the Galaxy other than James Gunn, man. He is that good. I just see nobody else could possibly do it or pull it off the same way that he can, man. And I mean, I know he's going to be putting out the Suicide Squad, but after that, he's getting busy on Guardians of the Galaxy. And trust me, I am highly anticipating it. I think we should have already gotten the movie like maybe next year or this year. We should have in the timeline of all things, but it's pushed back another 2 or 3 years. But you know what? I will be patient because I love James Gunn's work, and Guardians of the Galaxy is just amazing. And I know that whatever he'll do will be aces, man. I know that for sure, man. I wouldn't get the 2 movie collection because I know there's one coming down the line, so kind of seems a little stupid to pick this up. But if you're only interested in the 2 films, and why would you be? I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is awesome. You'd want more than just the 2 films. But if you're only looking for it, $22.99, not bad, all things considered. Not bad at all, man. And I got to admit, a little lighter this week than what I thought, but I gotta admit, I was still shocked to see a little bit of that wonderful Steelbook love. Not bad. And a few releases here, and there. Hey, when it comes to physical media in the stores, I'll take it. Let's head out. Not bad, Beast. Not bad at all. Not perfect, but better than I was hoping, put it that way, man. I mean, let's be real. Physical media is not exactly the most plentiful at all times for the Beast. It's not actually one of their hugest priorities. It seems to be TVs upon TVs upon more TVs. Oh, yeah. That's the priority, baby. Not really physical media. However, if you get a TV, you do need, something to watch, so why not physical media? See? There you go. I got you, baby. I got you indeed, man. Not too bad here. I mean, we had the big new releases this week. We had a little bit of surprises like Transformers the movie. Did you realize that's 35th anniversary? I am older than that goddamn movie. Of course I am, but it's still so good. I can't deny it, man. That is great. Of course, we saw some Steelbook love, exclusive Steelbook love for Luca as well. Trust me, you gotta look in all places. That is for damn sure, guys. I mean, not half bad when it comes to physical media this week. Not the most craziest plentiful, especially here at the Bees, but hey, it'll do. And we saw quite a few interesting things here, so I will take it. That is for damn sure. The Beast came through just a little bit, but I'm happy to report it. That is for damn sure, guys. I love my physical media, and anytime we get to see some cool stuff at any of the stores, I gotta give them props. So Best Buy, you get a little bit of props this week. you did your deed. You pulled through, baby. You did. Don't always do it, but this week, you kind of did. So I'll give you some love. That's for damn sure, guys. I hope you do as well. Not so bad after all. Let's head home and finish the video. Alright, everybody. That'll do it for the Blu-ray and DVD out and about video this weekend. Oh my God, man. Let me tell you, man, it was a little bit of a challenge this week for sure when it come to finding physical media. Just a little bit. Not terrible, honestly. I mean, Walmart turned out to be a complete shit show, but then again, every single week is turning out to be that way, so that's just the normal routine. Thank God we saw some stuff over at Target. Of course, a lot of indie love from the second Walmart, which is always appreciated. I mean, that is a saving grace for sure. And then kind of Best Buy coming in and doing its business a little bit. I mean, come on, that Transformers movie Steelbook, that is pretty damn cool. Not bad, and all of that Best Buy exclusive Steelbook love as well. Honestly, I did leave the Transformers movie Steelbook at Best Buy. I know you guys are probably gonna kill me for that, but I am a decent Transformers fan. I am not the hugest Transformers lover. I really appreciate the movie, but you know, I sort of wanted to keep it there for somebody who can really appreciate it fully. And so I left it sitting there, guys. For somebody else who will definitely appreciate that Steelbook a hell of a lot more. But I do love that movie. It's great. And seeing that at Best Buy was awesome, man. So if you love that, man, and you see it at Best Buy, hey, snag it. It'll be well worth it. Trust me, man. Trust me indeed. If you're a Transformers lover, that can't be beat. That is for damn sure, guys. But yeah, a little bit of new release love, a little bit of indie love, some surprises along the way. Not half bad overall, guys. Hope you picked up something good, something worth checking out. If you did, definitely let me know. As far as I'm concerned, well, I wonder where to start here with me. Well, actually, I picked up two things over at Target. Yeah, I actually picked something up over at Target. Crazy, right? Yeah, I know I did. The first thing I picked up, actually, is the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Digital, and I have never had it in the collection. And that is none other than Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Yes! You know, I was contemplating picking this up weeks ago when it actually came out that week. I didn't. And I think I didn't because I was running low on funds and there were other things I wanted to pick up, and I kind of left this a little bit on the back burner. I knew I wanted to pick it up. This was definitely something I wanted to have in the collection, but I was hoping that within a little bit of time I could get some available funds and pick up a little Scott Pilgrim love, and I'm damn glad that it was there, man. Also, by the way, the slipcover is minty as hell. So, look, man. Yeah, I could have gotten it at Best Buy. Probably also could have gotten it at the second Walmart. But no, I got it through Target. Show Target a little bit of love. Not that they always deserve it, but I gave them the love regardless, man. And I just really do love this movie. I've grown to love it. I really have, man. At first, I loathed this movie. And the more I've watched it since, I've really embraced it, man. And this is a really great movie with quirky characters, really cool video game style action, and it's just well directed, man. It's a great fun ride that I've grown to really appreciate and love, man. So, one in the collection, finally I'm able to have it. Not bad, man. So, I picked that up. I also ended up picking up, and this is, by the way, as far as I'm concerned, it's a steal. They were having a little bit of sale on some of their stuff that they put out about maybe a month or so ago. And I was like, oh, wow, this? I had to pick this up, guys. And that is none other than the Blu-ray digital steelbook of Sicario. Oh, look at this, guys. Yes. Oh, look at that, baby. Woo, sweet. Oh, that's nice. And I'll even show you. Obviously, it came with the slip on there. And then look at that. Oh, so good, man. You know, I had been telling you guys for weeks that I was debating. Get the one at Target, get the one at Best Buy. I didn't know. I didn't want two steelbooks. I like the movie. I don't love the movie how much it gets two steelbooks. And I was going back and forth on it. Oh, which one should I get? And when I went into Target and I saw, holy shit, this thing is like $15, and plus tax, it was like $16 and change. And I'm like, oh my god, for a Blu-ray steelbook. And this is a really great steelbook. I love the look of this. I think it's really great, man. It looks cool. And I don't have it in the collection. I've been wanting Sicario in the collection for quite a while. Finally, I'm able to have it, and damn glad for it, man. This is just an awesome movie. The performances are awesome. What a really fantastic action thriller. Benicio del Toro is amazing here. How everybody is, man. Such a really wonderful film. And finally, Steelbook Love in the collection for Sicario for $15. Oh, yeah. I was going to take it, guys. That's for damn sure, man. So I got that. Now, I also ended up getting through Orbit DVD. I got this title, and this is one that I've been wanting on Blu-ray for a really long time, man. Cross this one off the bucket list, that's for damn sure. And as a Kevin Smith fan from the early years, this one I definitely had to pick up, and that is none other than Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Oh, yes, look at this. Hollywood had it coming. Indeed it did, man. Oh, baby. I've been wanting this for a long while, man. Now, technically, there is a Blu-ray out there. However, it is out of print and goes for big money. I'm not going to be paying the scalpers any type of crazy, ridiculous amounts of cash. No way, no how. That wasn't going to happen. But when Paramount announced a lot of re-releases, and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back was one of them, oh, I was going to take advantage of that in a big bad way, man. And I so did. Oh, yes. A Blu-ray copy of this finally in the collection as an upgrade, actually. Not bad. Now, I will say this. It does come with a few special features. It comes with audio commentary and movie showcase. However, if you have the DVD, and oh, by the way, I just so happen to, you might want to keep the DVD, guys, and I'll tell you why. This has a lot of bonus features on there. Holy shit. A lot of bonus features, man. Behind the scenes featurettes, Moore's Day and the Time, music videos, Comedy Central's Real Comedy, gag reels, TV spots, deleted scenes, and much more. All of this is not on this. That's why I'm going to keep the DVD, but it's nice to finally have a Blu-ray copy, but hell, I'm not getting rid of this one anytime soon. But hey, more View Askew Universe love on Blu-ray in the collection. I do love my Kevin Smith, so I'm damn glad to finally have it. That is for damn sure, guys. Very happy indeed. Oh, that is so not it, guys. I also picked up some Mill Creek love. When this got announced, oh, I knew I had to get this. I love the movie. And that is none other than Saving Silverman. Yes, I love this movie, man. They swore nothing would come between them. Then she came along. Oh, yes. Love this movie, man. I love the quirky comedy with Jack Black. I love Amanda Peet being so mischievous and you know, downright bitchy and how they literally have to foil her plans of like taking over Jason Biggs' life. I just love this, man. You know, it's kind of interesting because I can't quite say that I love everything that Jason Biggs has done post American Pie, but this is one of his better ones, man. This or even something like Loser. which was really good at the time, which I liked, man. But this was one of my favorites he did post American Pie, man. And I love this movie for a long time. I mean, Jack Black is hilarious here. I love the whole thing with him and the coach. I think it's great, man. And oh man, and the whole thing that they have with Neil Diamond, which is just ridiculous, man. Like Neil Diamond agreed to this. this, this is crazy. I love this movie, man. It's just outright ridiculousness, but it's funny as hell, man. And I haven't had it in the collection, and it's about time I did it, man. More Mill Creek Love in the collection, not bad, man. So I did get that. Pretty damn solid, dare I say. I also ended up picking up through actually more Orbit DVD love, and this is Kino Lorber Love, a new release Kino Lorber Love, and oh man, I wanted this. When they announced this, this was high on my list. I haven't seen this for ages, but let me tell you something. This movie is vastly underrated and deserves a hell of a lot more love than it gets, and that is Clay Pigeons. Oh man, I am so happy to get this, man. So anytime I talk about Vince Vaughn, I always talk about Clay Pigeons. I always talk about his early work in movies like The Cell and Broke Down Palace and a lot of other ones. Honestly, put this in there in a big bad way, man. I think Clay Pigeons is amazing. I think it is awesome. And yes, it's got some quirky, understated comedy in there, but it's also just a very dark and twisted movie. And Vince Vaughn here, man, he is devious. He's like very much a killer and brutal and just very skeevy, and you don't really know how to deal with the guy. Like, I love how he's very manipulative. I really love Vince Vaughn in this movie, man. Hell, I love Joaquin Phoenix here, a young Joaquin Phoenix, and Janine Garofalo as well. This one is heavily underrated. Truly a very underrated movie, man. And honestly, this movie is directed by David Dobkin. Just imagine when you watch this movie, this is the same guy that made Wedding Crashers. That is very fascinating, man. I mean, Vince Vaughn has personality and charm for days, but oh man, underneath all that is a pure killer, and this movie proves it, man. This is awesome. This is amazing. I truly do love this movie, man. This is fantastic. And when Kino announced this, I was like, holy shit, is this overdue? Man, I hope more people find this movie because yes, Vince Vaughn will obviously be the over-the-top, ridiculous, laugh out loud comic guy that we know him. But go back to those old school days and watch movies like Clay Pigeons. And honestly, he could have been so much more than what he was. Put it that way, man. Oh, such a good movie. So much deserves love that it just never got. God damn it, man. So good. Got that. And last but certainly not least, also through Orbit DVD, crazy enough, I picked up the 4K Blu-ray digital of Snatch. Yes. Look at that, man. I wanted this. I wanted this one in a big bad way, guys. Now, yes, I could have gotten it at Best Buy. You guys are probably thinking to yourself, well, geez, they had it there. Yes, I could have. However, those slipcovers were damaged to shit. They were all busted up, completely torn, man. They were pretty badly beat up, man. And yeah, technically, would I have needed the slip? Maybe not, but I knew that it came with it, and I wanted a pristine copy. So I ordered through Orbit DVD, hoping that I would get one, and I definitely did, man. Very minty indeed. And I just love this movie, man. I love Guy Ritchie. I think Guy Ritchie, especially like the early Guy Ritchie stuff, is fantastic. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch, and many, many other ones that he did. I love the Sherlock Holmes stuff that he did with Downey. He is really, really good, man. And when Guy Ritchie is on fire, when Guy Ritchie really goes out of his way and does something really amazing, and he's hit on all cylinders, you get a snatch. And it is so amazing. The action and the comedy and the thrills and the quirky, memorable characters, you get it all here. And it is so awesome, and it's so funny and entertaining, and I just love this movie so much, man. It's never been in the collection, but it's something that I've always wanted, and now I get to put it in the collection. Little 4K love, and not half bad. Not half bad at all, man. And let me tell you, what a nice stack this is, guys. Not bad at all. I gotta tell ya, sometimes you find some good stuff during the week, and when you do, physical media will always reign supreme. And before I let you guys go, I want to talk to you guys about something. Now, I'm gonna get a little heavy on you, just so you're aware, because I got so frustrated and I got so angry and sad at what happened. And this was completely avoidable. And I just think that it's a tragedy that this even happened. And now I don't know whether you guys keep up with breaking news or not, but there was a movie theater shooting that happened about a week or so ago. A couple people have died, a very well-known TikTok user, and a couple other people, a teenage girl, you name it. And this shooting happened during a screening of The Forever Purge. And people are just in the movie theater wanting to have a good time, wanting to watch a movie, and they get terrorized and gunned down. Man, that gets to me. There's been a lot of tragedy that's happened in movie theaters over the years. If you guys remember, obviously, the famous one that happened, during, obviously the Christopher Nolan film, and obviously the shooting that happened there, and people got killed, and there's been plenty of other instances, man, and just why? You can't even go to a movie theater without being worried about getting hurt. There's something incredibly wrong about that, guys. It's just not right to me. I've told you guys the story quite a bit, but when I went to go see The Fighter with Bob and I got attacked in the movie theater, some guy literally smacked me across the face and I was bleeding in several spots. And eventually, security came, we took care of the guy, whatever. But I remember telling people about that story, and they said to me, "Seth, you are incredibly lucky." And I said, "What are you talking about?" And they said, "Seth, that guy could have had a knife. He could have had a gun, and you'd be dead right now. So you have to thank your lucky stars. Because honestly, there is no place to be safe anymore." And that, to me, is just insane to think about that. It really honestly is. You can't even enjoy a movie in a theater with other people without worrying about who the hell is next to you, and if you're going to piss them off enough for them to pull out a gun or a knife and literally kill you. How crazy is that? And I remember there was a whole issue with movie theaters a long while back where somebody was putting hypodermic needles inside the chairs, and people were getting diseases and everything because of it. Oh yeah, that shit happened. Oh yeah, go back in the history books. Look on Google. That was a real fucking thing, man. I mean, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. And it's just not right, man. I mean, we've got so much other stuff to worry about. Literally coronavirus ramping all over the place, and people are scared to go because they might get sick from that. Do you think they're going to go to the movie theaters now thinking they're going to get gunned down? I mean, movie theaters have a lot of problems, guys. I mean, literally, this is just another just black stain on movie theaters. Why do you want to go to a movie theater when you could be at the comfort of your home, literally sitting down watching a new release? Okay, fine, you gotta pay a lot of money for it. Who cares? I'm in the safety of my home. I know I'm not gonna get stabbed here, man. I know that. I don't have to worry about some crazy nut with a goddamn gun that's gonna just turn the place up. That's just, I mean, no wonder movie theaters are dying, man. They were dying before the coronavirus, and they're just continuing to because nobody feels safe anymore. Nobody feels safe going to a simple movie and watching it in a big giant room with other people and having an experience. That's dying, and this is one of the reasons why. God, it gets to me, man. I mean, I want people to be safe. I want people to have fun and go to places and not have to be worried about their safety. And, look, I wish movie theaters would put in some sort of policy where they were to check people's bags, check people's backpacks, whatever they have to do to keep people safe. And I know people are going to say, well, my freedom, and they're going to be checking me and everything. Who cares about that? Seriously. I do not care if they check my bag or my backpack. I know I'm not a threat to anybody. I would rather them check the bags and me feel safe in order for me to actually enjoy my viewing experience than to be constantly worried that, some guy that's fidgeting in his chair or talking to somebody else, or maybe they're thinking about, closing the doors and shooting everybody up. Who the hell knows? You cannot guarantee anything anymore, man. This is crazy. And we shouldn't have to do this. We shouldn't have to live in fear for our lives, man. Just doing simple things by enjoying a movie. That just isn't right. It's just not right, guys. And it really isn't. And, how many more people have to lose their goddamn lives? How many more people have to be gunned down until we start thinking sensibly and start saying, let's do something about this? Let's check people's bags. Let's put in place where, we can keep people safe and still keep them entertained. Why do we need to keep fearing for our lives, man? There was an 18-year-old girl that died in this. She died. She got gunned down and she died. 18 years old. She had her whole life ahead of her. And she died because of some crazy nut with a gun. That should never happen, guys. That should never for a single second happen. And the fact that it did angers me, it frustrates me, and it saddens me to no end. Knowing that innocent people have to die because we can't get our heads out of our asses and do something about it. There's just something incredibly wrong about that. And we need to change it. We need to change how we deal with this. Because if we don't, these incidents are going to happen again and again and again and again. And we can say all of our sorries. We can say this is a tragedy. We can do all of that stuff. But until we do something about it, then it's just hot air and it's full of bullshit. That's what it is, man. I love going to the movie theater. I love experiencing a film with a crowd of people. But it's becoming less and less of a reality. And the fear of getting attacked in a movie theater is real. Because it's happened to me. I know how it feels to be attacked in a movie theater. I know how it feels to be threatened and be in fear of your life. I know what it's like. And it's not a good feeling. And yes, I got back on that horse to go back to the movies because I wasn't going to be scared the rest of my life. But that's not everybody. But we got to keep people safe. We got to do it. And it's up to the movie theaters. And it's up to us. And we can't continue to be like this. We just can't, man. Movies are too precious. Our lives are too precious. Movie theaters is an experience. And the way we're heading, that experience is going down the drain fast. Because you can't expect safety if no one's going to guarantee it. And streaming is now a reality. These new releases at home are a reality because people are worried about catching diseases, getting gunned down, stabbed, attacked, you name it. Look, we can put the blame on a lot of things. But until we actually pinpoint the direct problems and deal with them, this tragedy is just going to continue to happen over and over again. And it's just a damn shame. And as a movie lover, as somebody who's had so much wonderful experiences in a movie theater, to see something like this happen, it just doesn't have to be like this, man. It does not have to be like this. We can be better. People don't have to lose their lives over going to a goddamn movie theater. They just don't have to, man. It's fucking tragic. And it should never happen. Never. I want to know what you guys think about this. I mean, definitely let me know. But I wanted to keep it real. I wanted to talk about this because it just blows me away that in 2021, we're still dealing with this shit. And it needs to stop. It really does. Definitely let me know what you guys think of that. And I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely give it the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other Blu-ray and DVD out and about videos that I do every single week. Movie reviews with my friends. Movie hunting like Dollar Tree hunts, live streams, Blu-ray pickup videos, and much more. If you are a lover of movies and physical media, hit subscribe and become part of the Film Fan Nation. I want to thank my wonderful subscribers out there. You guys are fantastic. The support that I get from you, watching the videos, the feedback, the great comments, sharing the videos, everything, it's just amazing. And I can't thank you enough for the love you guys give me. I always say it, but it is true. You guys are some of the best subscribers on YouTube, and I stick to that all the time because you guys really are. So if you definitely want to subscribe, you can do so. Also hit that bell for the notification so you will be notified every single time I make a video. Keep up to date with everything I'm doing through Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Film Fan 108, keep up to date with everything I'm doing, plus special pictures and videos I do from time to time on social media as well. And if you guys want to send any movie-related love to the channel, movie posters, care packages, physical media, you name it, you can do that. The link to the P.O. Box is in the description below. And my God, I have had some amazing stuff come from you guys. You guys have amazed me with every single package that you've sent. Things that I never thought I would get. You guys have really went out of your way to send me love, and I can't thank you guys enough. I set this P.O. Box for you guys, and you haven't disappointed, and you really have sent some awesome things. And I know a lot of you guys still want to send more stuff. If you do, again, it is not expected, but it is definitely appreciated. So if you are interested, the P.O. Box is in the description below. And I guess that will do it for the Out and About this week. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the wonderful movie goodness. And I will see you back next week for a brand new Blu-ray and DVD Out and About video. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. And remember, happy hunting.